let's pretend we're on the beach. And we're waving up to the stars that are way out of reach. Can you reach them? No, but you can wave to them. And can you say, wave high, wave high? And now let's wave to the waves on the beach. They go, oh, so slowly. Can you say, high, high, low, low, high, 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 low. Hello! Hey, thank you for saying hello to me. I am Jackson Gilman here. And we're here at the Wareham Community Television Station, and thanks to the New Bedford Whaling National Historic Park, which sponsors me to do a show called Whales, Tales, and Sails. And it's a family program, and we change the theme each time. The theme today is going to be creatures we find underneath the water there in the ocean, okay? And let's make some ripples of the ocean like this. With the help of Kathy Reed Naiman, we're to go shh, 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 shh. This is the sea, the wavy sea. And this is my boat. And this is me. And all the fishes down below, swishing their tail, and away they go. Let's do it again. I bet you can do it with me. And if you're wondering how I did me in the boat, I made my boat like this, and then I made myself appear in the boat. Try this with me again. We'll start with the shh. Shh, 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 shh. This is the sea, the wavy sea. This is my boat, and this is me. And all the fishes down below, swishing their tails, and away they go. Hey, where'd they go? You see any fish? Oh, maybe there's some fish in this aquarium. Here, we'll pretend I've got an aquarium here. You see any fish in the aquarium? You don't? Well, that's because we have to look with our eyes. I'm going to draw an eye here. And you help me look here. Okay? And you can say it with me. Say, look. Again, look. 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 You see any fishes down there? Not yet? Maybe my vision's not so good with that eye. Let's try another eye. Let's try another eye. We'll look again. We'll draw an eye there. And help me look again, and 4 more times, okay? Look, 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 look. You see any fish down there yet? You still don't see any fish. You know why? It's hard to see underwater unless you have some swim goggles. I have any swim goggles? Where are my swim goggles? Sometimes people have their glasses on their head and they say, where are my glasses? And they go, oh, where are my swim goggles? Oh, I think they're around my neck. Okay, now we can see. And maybe we'll put some swim goggles on this picture here. And now what do we see? Oh my goodness. What a surprise. There's an octopus before my eyes. Okay. Well, I wonder what this octopus is going to eat. And I wonder who's eating who down underneath the ocean there. Well, we're going to do a song by Charlotte Diamond that's going to illustrate a food web, a food chain. Okay? And we're going to start out, and we're going to illustrate it with our hands. I'm going to have you hold up your pinky and wave it at me like this, and pretend that's a tiny shrimp. And we're going to see who eats it. tiny shrimp, bobbing in the water. Tiny shrimp, tiny shrimp. Oh no, it's been eaten by a slippery eel, sliding through the water. A slippery eel, a slippery eel. Oh no, it's been eaten by a octopus, an octopus squiggling in the water. An octopus, an octopus. Oh no, it's been beaten by a tuna fish, flashing through the water. A tuna fish, a tuna fish. Oh no, it's beaten by a great white shark, lurking in the water. A great white shark, a great white shark. Oh no, it's beaten by a killer whale, spouting in the water. A killer whale, a killer whale. Oh no, it's been eaten by a jumbo shrimp. Oh, excuse me. Hey, wait a second. Can jumbo shrimp get big enough to eat a whale? I don't think so. They only get about that big. So that was a silly ending there. But let's review what was in that food chain here. We started out, remember who was that little thing? This tiny shrimp. Yeah, there he is. And it got eaten by something that looked like a snake, but in the water, there's not snakes in the water. Remember, that's an eel. And that got eaten by the octopus, and that got eaten by a big fish with blue fins. Sometimes you have it in your sandwich for lunch. You know what kind of fish that is? A bluefin tuna. And then the tuna fish got eaten by what? Oh, the great white shark. Yeah. And then what did the great white shark get eaten by? Do you remember? The killer whale? Hey, it's also called an orca. So yeah, the orca's eventually going to die, and he's going to get eaten by tiny little things. So it's really not so much, he might be on the top of the food chain there for a while, but he's going to get eaten by tiny little things, and this whole circle is going to go around again. Do you know that whales are really intelligent? And they're very musical too. They sing songs. They're beautiful songs. And the killer whale, it's also called an orca. You know what kind of music they particularly like to listen to? You want to tell them? The orchestra. Yeah, that's a silly joke. I'll tell you another joke. How do you make an octopus laugh? With 10 tickles. 10 tickles. 10 tentacles. Wait, 10 tickles, but how many tentacles do they actually have? You know, because what does octo mean? It means 8. So, yeah, we've got 8 tentacles. Hey, if I said I was an octopus and I had 10 tentacles, you know what I'd be? I'd be squidding. Because octopus always only has 8 tentacles, but a squid can have 10. There's 10 on this one. They could have even more. All right. Well, the drawing I made of the octopus, didn't look really a lot like an octopus, but it did have the main features, which is this big head and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tentacles. Well, we can make ourselves look a lot better octopus than that one, and make ourselves look a little bit more like this one, because look at that. It's just that big head on top of 8 tentacles. Yeah. So I'm going to have you pretend you're an octopus and show me 8 fingers, point them down like this, hold them, and put your head on top of it. And now you look just like an octopus. And you can sing the octopus song with me. It was Andy Hollander and a group of kids wrote this, and we can have fun and add some verses, okay? I'm an octopus swimming in the sea. You don't wanna mess with me. I've got 8 tentacles, sticky and strong, and you won't last for very long. Now, octopuses or octopi can do something really interesting. The same thing that chameleons can do. You know what chameleons can do? Sure, they change color to blend in with their surroundings, camouflage themselves, and that makes it harder for other creatures to see them. So if there's something wants to eat them, they could hide in plain sight, except they're not in plain sight because they've blended in. And sometimes they can blend in so they're not seen and catch something going by that doesn't see them. That's pretty handy. So there's another reason, though, why octopuses or octopi change color that has nothing to do with camouflage or blending in. And most people don't know this. They actually use their color to express themselves, their emotions. Really. So let's say there was another octopus moving in on my turf and I didn't like that, and I'm going to try and turn this color. What color was I trying to turn into? Red. What do you think that means? I'm angry. Get out of here. Or maybe I don't mind this other octopus coming into my territory. I may want to show off some colors. Ooh. Well, it expresses something very different here. I'm like a chameleon in the sea. You never know what color I'll be. I change color to communicate with other octopi, including my mate. Sing with me. I'm an octopus swimming in the sea. You don't wanna mess with me. I've got 8 tentacles, sticky and strong, and you won't last for very long. If you see me colored red, I am angry and you better get away before I get my arms round you, 'cause if I do, I'll squeeze you blue. Sing it. I'm an octopus swimming in the sea. You don't wanna mess with me. I've got 8 tentacles, sticky and strong, and you won't last for very long. Octopuses can do something else that's really interesting. They can make themselves change shape to look like something that's entirely different. So let's say you had two octopuses that looked exactly alike. You know what we'd call them? They would be identical. And but what's interesting, if you had one octopus and you saw him change shape a little later, he wouldn't even look identical to himself. He would be totally, it could confuse anything going after it. For example, let's say this octopus didn't want to get eaten, and it was an Indonesian mimic octopus that has a repertoire of like a score of different creatures that it can change shape to look like a lionfish with big teeth that are venomous. That would scare something away, wouldn't it? Or it can flatten itself out and move along the bottom like a stingray. Wow, that's venomous. You don't want to mess with that one either. That's pretty amazing. And you know what else it can do? Let's say it hides itself behind a rock and sticks up one tentacle there, and it stripes it to look like a sea snake, which is a tasty morsel for some other fish. And so some other fish comes by, I think it's going to take a little bite of a tasty sea snake, and the octopus comes out and eats it instead. It used itself as bait to catch something. These creatures are brilliant. It's amazing. And that process is called biomimicry. So let's make another verse.
I'm skilled at biomimicry. It fools my foes, this trickery. Predators are kept at bay when they see a lionfish or a stingray. Woo! Sing with me. I'm an octopus swimming in the sea. You don't wanna mess with me. I've got 8 tentacles, sticky and strong, and you won't last for very long. There's one more thing an octopus can do to self-preservation. Let's say it was in some pink coral and it turned itself pink to blend in, but it was still seen, so it tries to change its shape to look at something really scary. That didn't work either. Oh no, it's about to get eaten. What can it do? It has one more trick left up one of those octopus sleeves. You know what that is? I'm hard to see when I'm pale pink, but if you find me, I might squirt ink. I'll disappear behind my smoke screen and make my getaway and split the scene. Bye-bye. Sing with me. I'm an octopus swimming in the sea. You don't wanna mess with me. I've got 8 tentacles, sticky and strong, and you won't last for very long. Hey, thanks for doing that song with me. All right, hey, you know how to do head, shoulders, knees, and toes, right? Of course you do. Let's try and do it the way an octopus would do it. Head and 8 tentacles, tentacles. Head and 8 tentacles, tentacles. Eyes and mouth and lots of suction cups. Head and 8 tentacles, tentacles. They do have all these suction cups all over their tentacles like that. They're really strong too. You know, and their octopuses are so smart. You put a jar in the aquarium, they figure out how to put their suction cups around it and unscrew it. I once went to the New England Aquarium, and I had a friend working there, and she let me play with one of these big octopuses, and the tentacles got on my arm, and the suction cups went up. It's incredible how strong they were. I thought they were going to take my arm off. Phew. Wow. All right. Well, I mentioned they always have 8 tentacles, and there's a lot of different kinds of octopuses, and there's, if it had, I mentioned 10 tentacles, a squid could have more, but as an animal, another sea creature that can have dozens, hundreds of tentacles. I wonder what that would be. Well, with the help of my friend Nancy Tucker, I think you'll figure it out and you can sing along and move along with me with a really fun song. Umbrella of the ocean with lots of stringy legs, he's a jellyfish. Jellyfish. You do that with me. A slimy, oozy frisbee with a skylight on his head, he's a jellyfish. Jellyfish. You can see what he is thinking, but you can't hear what he says. He has no nose, no eyes, no ears, no toes, no bones. Carnivorous and devilish, tingling as he stings, he's a jellyfish. Jellyfish. A geodesic dome, his body is his home, he's a jellyfish. Jellyfish. He cannot grow a beard because he doesn't have a chin. He smiles a lucid, hideous, toothless grin. Ooh. Oh, he would be a greenhouse if he lived upon the land, he's a jellyfish. But do not get too close, and do not take his hand. He's a jellyfish. Jellyfish. Or you'll feel a little zap, and then you'll feel a little zing, and then you'll hear a jiggling, giggling cackle. That's when you know you've been hoodwinked by that crafty little creep, that graceful see-through tutu of the deep. 3 more times with me. Oh, nice job squiggling with me there. If you're on the beach, what would make a really good sandwich? How about a peanut butter and jellyfish sandwich? That's silly, isn't it? Okay. Hey, do you know how jellyfish make jelly? They catch the ocean currents. Currents are like raisins. They make jelly out of it. So yeah. All right. Well, do you know what a group of jellyfish, this isn't a joke, a group of jellyfish have a really interesting name. If they're regular fish, what would you call them? A group or a herd or a flock of fish? No, it's a school of fish. You knew that. Well, jellyfish have their own special name when they get together. And I'll give you a clue what the word is. The same word for this. If you guessed kissed, that's a good guess. A different word for that same thing. If you said smooch, that would be even closer because it starts with the same first two letters. What is it? Smack. That's what they really are called. Here's a song by A. Mifflin Lowe. They're flapping and slapping and smacking along. It's the jellyfish singing their jellyfish song. Saying, oops, pardon. Oh, please excuse me. They bump into each other all over the sea. Having no fins to inhibit their motion, they're just swept around by the waves of the ocean. They make quite a jam with all of that jelly and get stuck back to back and belly to belly and get washed around and tossed around, and sometimes they get squashed around. So if down by the seaside you hear a loud squish, it's probably a smack of some fat jellyfish. Okay, hey, usually when we meet in person at the New Bedford Whaling National Historic Park Visitor Center, we have a craft. And we always, whatever the theme was, we do a craft to go along with it. And here's a fun craft we made using just a little, a muffin cup and some ribbon. And guess what we made out of those things? Whoa, look at this. Some jellyfish. Don't they look like jellyfish? I should show you what jellyfish really look like. And how big are they really? Well, some of them are about this big, the size of a penny. Some of them are this big. Whoa! Look at the size of the scuba diver and look at the size of that jellyfish. It's way bigger than it. Amazing. And we usually have a whole bunch of books with us, and we see, how would you like to be swimming among the jellyfish in there? You can barely see the scuba diver. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, fun books all about jellyfish. And, we can be jellyfish with our hands. And a really fun song that I adapted from a song by Ellen Allard, and we could pulse them like this, that's how they move. One little jellyfish swimming in the ocean, swimming to and fro. One little jellyfish swimming in the ocean, swimming high and swimming low. One little jellyfish swimming in the ocean, swimming all day long, till there was another jellyfish swimming in the ocean, singing its jellyfish song. How many I got now? Can you sing with me? Two little jellyfish swimming in the ocean, swimming to and fro. Two little jellyfish swimming in the ocean, swimming high and swimming low. Two little jellyfish swimming in the ocean, swimming all day long, till there was another jellyfish swimming in the ocean, singing its jellyfish song. I only have two hands, though. How can I make another jellyfish? Let's use our whole body this time. Do it with me. Three little jellyfish swimming in the ocean, swimming to and fro. Three little jellyfish swimming in the ocean, swimming high and swimming low. Three little jellyfish swimming in the ocean, swimming all day long, till there was a whole smack of jellyfish swimming in the ocean, singing their jellyfish song. Yeah! All right. Hey, I got another joke for you. What's in the middle of a jellyfish? A jelly button. Oh, actually, what are the parts of a jellyfish? Well, they've got a hood and they've got a sub-umbrella. Pretend that's like an umbrella, and there's the sub-umbrella under there. And then they got these tentacles. And what's really in the middle of a jellyfish? Their mouth. And they have these little oral arms, and they take food in and put them in their mouth. And then it goes into their stomach. So, hey, we did a version of head, shoulders, knees, and toes for an octopus. Let's do one now for a jellyfish. Okay? Yeah, here's the head, the hood. Not the hood, it's called a hood, not a head. Did I say that wrong? It's a hood, a sub-umbrella. I messed that one up. You want to do it with me the right way? Hood, sub-umbrella, tentacles, tentacles. Hood, sub-umbrella, tentacles, tentacles. Oral arms, mouth and stomach. Hood, sub-umbrella, tentacles, tentacles. Okay, that was a little better there. All right. Well, we had those 3 little jellyfish in a song. Now let's put 3 Little Fishies in a song by Kay Kaiser. This is an old song that some of the adults might recognize, and it's really fun to sing along with, too. All right, here we go. Down in the meadow in a little bitty pool swam 3 little fishies and a mama fishy too. Swim, said the mama fish, swim if you can. And they swam right over the dam. Now here's your part, you go. A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. And they swam right over the dam. Stop, said the mama fish, or you will get lost. But the 3 little fishies didn't want to be bossed. The 3 little fishies went out on a spree, and they swam right out to the sea. A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. And they swam right out to the sea. Whee! Said the little fish, this sure is fun. We'll swim and swim till the day is done. They swam till it was almost dark, till all of a sudden they saw a shark! Ah! A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. And they swam till they saw a said the little fish, look at the whale! Fast as they could, they turned on their tail. Back to the pool in the meadow they swam, and they swam back over the dam. Last time, help me. A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. A boom, boom, did-em, wad-em, chew. And they swam back over the dam. Whew. That was a close call. I think they should have listened to their mom. Yeah. In that song, though, those little fishes, they saw this thing. You knew what it was, right? It was a shark. But what did they think it was in the song? A whale? Silly. You can tell the difference between a shark and a whale, can't you? There's a lot of ways to do it. For one, you see these things on the side there? Sharks are fish. And fish have to stay underwater because they breathe underwater through these gills. And that's the easy way. A whale doesn't have any gills. Whale they're like us. They have to breathe air. They have a nose. You know where their nose is? Let's take, the biggest thing that ever lived in the world was a blue whale. Here's one. What's on top of his head? His nose? That's a blowhole. Yeah, that's how he breathes. Yeah. Okay. And, another difference between them. Well, let's see. There's a lot of teeth on this shark. And some whales have teeth, but the big blue whale, the biggest thing in the whole world that's ever lived, you would think it ate a lot of big things because it's so high up in the food chain. It actually eats tiny, tiny little shellfish called krill. And that big, you can barely see them. They're going to have to eat a lot of it, support a body that's as big as, can you imagine an animal that's bigger than your school bus? maybe like 2 school buses. Oh my goodness, it wouldn't fit in this building. They're huge. Well, how do they eat all that quantity of krill? Well, they don't have teeth. You know what they've got instead? They've got a thing called baleen. And if you wonder what baleen is, they're like these like giant feathers. And it almost looks like their mouth has a giant comb in it. Like if that was the baleen of a whale, and I were a whale, I'd find a place where there's a lot of krill swimming in the ocean, and then I'd push the water out through the baleen, and all the krill would be caught in there, and then I'd swallow it down. Ha! That's amazing how they eat. Yeah. And the easiest way to tell the difference between a whale, a marine mammal, and a fish like a shark is their tail. Every fish has a tail that goes which way? Back and forth. Now look at the tail on this whale. Which way does this one go? Up and down. That's the simplest way to tell the difference between a fish and a mammal, a marine mammal, a shark, and a whale. So here, I've got two creatures that look a little bit alike, but one is a shark and one's a porpoise, which is kind of a whale, a marine mammal. So can you point to me which one's got gills? Can you see? I don't know. And which ones, look at their tails. You know which one, yeah, this one's the shark. It's got the gills and it's got a tail that goes this way. And here's the porpoise with a little blowhole on it. And the tail goes that way. All right. Hey, we've done head, shoulders, knees, and toes for an octopus and a jellyfish. Let's do one now for a whale. And this tail's got 2 parts. And they have a special name. If you don't know what the name is, I'll give you a clue. It's kind of a fluky name. They're called flukes. And it's got a blowhole, and it's got baleen, and it's got 2 flippers. So let's put all that together. You can stand up and do this one with me. It's more fun standing up. Head, flippers, tails and flukes, tails and flukes. Head, flippers, tails and flukes, tails and flukes. Eyes and ears, baleen and blowhole. Head, flippers, tails and flukes, tails and flukes. You got the idea. Let's smooth it out a little bit. Head, flippers, tails and flukes, tails and flukes. Head, flippers, tails and flukes, tails and flukes. Eyes and ears, baleen and blowhole. Head, flippers, tails and flukes. You're doing great. Want to do it one more time really fast? See if you can keep up with me. All right, here we go. Head, flippers, tails and flukes, tails and flukes. Head, flippers, tails and flukes, tails and flukes. Eyes and ears, baleen and blowhole. Head, flippers, tails and flukes, tails and flukes. Good job. Oh boy, we've had some fun going down the ocean, haven't we? Hey, we could sing a song about that. Oh, how I love to go down by the ocean, down by the ocean, down by the ocean. Oh, how I love to go down by the ocean, down by the ocean. Seagulls, you say seagulls after me, echo me. Seagulls, flying, flying, seagulls, flying, seagulls, seagulls, flying. Oh, how I love to go down by the ocean, down by the ocean, down by the ocean. Oh, how I love to go down by the ocean, down by the ocean. Jellyfish, pulsing, pulsing. Jellyfish, pulsing. Jellyfish, jellyfish, pulsing. Oh, how I love to go down by the ocean, down by the ocean, down by the ocean. Oh, how I love to go down by the ocean, down by the ocean. Dolphins, leaping, leaping. Dolphins, dolphins, leaping. Dolphins, dolphins, leaping. Oh, how I love to go down by the ocean, down by the ocean, down by the ocean. Oh, how I love to go down by the ocean, down by the ocean. lobsters, pinching, pinching, lobsters, lobsters, pinching, pinch, lobsters, pinching. Ooh. Oh, how I love to go down by the ocean, down by the ocean, down by the ocean. Oh, how I love to go down by the ocean, down by the ocean. Octopi, hiding, hiding, octopi, hiding, octopi, octopi, squirting. Oh, yeah. Hey, let's do one more song about the octopus here with a song by my friend Steve Blunt. And we're going to have you learn how to say the chorus and dance along with me. You're going to be my backup dance team. And you're going to say, I'm going to say, do the octopus, and you're going to say, do the octopus baby. Can you try that? And you make a movement like this, do the octopus baby. And then when I say, make your tentacles wavy, you're going to copy that. And you're going to sing, make your tentacles wavy. Hey, let's see if we can get this thing ready. I think we're on. We'll see. And we'll sing along and move along with a song by my friend Steve Blunt. I'm gonna tell you about a dance from the ocean. Do the octopus.
Do the octopus, baby.
Move your arms in a flowing motion. Make your tentacles wavy.
Make your tentacles wavy.
Now instead of 2 tentacles, pretend you got 8. You do the octopus.
Do the octopus, baby.
Keep your body loose like an invertebrate. Make your tentacles wavy.
Make your tentacles wavy.
You're not a big sea monster. You're not a little squid. You're an octopus, and only you can do it like you did. You do the octopus.
Do the octopus, baby.
Make your tentacles wavy.
Make your tentacles wavy.
You live in a cave at the bottom of the sea. You do the octopus.
Do the octopus, baby.
You crawl along the bottom looking for a bite to eat. Make your tentacles wavy.
Make your tentacles wavy.
You might have shrimp. You might have crab. You do the octopus.
Do the octopus, baby.
All the seafood you can grab. Make your tentacles wavy.
Make your tentacles wavy.
You're not a big sea monster. You're not a little squid. You're an octopus, and only you can do it like you did. You do the octopus.
Do the octopus, baby.
Make your tentacles wavy.
Make your tentacles
Now,
wavy.
I am the world's master of disguise. I can change my body shape to look like a giant lionfish and scare you away. Or I can flatten myself and move along the bottom and look like a stingray. You don't want to mess with that. Yeah, that's called biomimicry. And I can even use myself as bait. Throw up one little tentacle, you think it's something good to eat? I'm going to eat you instead. A big fish might have wished to make a meal of you. You do the octopus.
Do the octopus, baby.
Somebody might be baking octopus stew. Make your tentacles wavy.
Make your tentacles wavy.
But you can hide by changing color, and as quick as a wink, you do the octopus.
Do the octopus, baby.
You can disappear in a cloud of ink. Hey, where'd you go?
Make your tentacles wavy.
Not a big sea monster. You're not a little squid. You're an octopus, and only you can do it like you did. You do the octopus.
Do the octopus, baby.
Make your tentacles wavy.
Make your tentacles wavy.
Do the octopus, baby.
Do the octopus, baby.
Make your tentacles wavy.
Make your tentacles wavy.
Oh, wow. Great job. Oh, this has been fun. I hope to see you again. It's a different theme each week. I want to thank again Wareham Community Television for filming this for us, and New Bedford Whaling National Historic Park for sponsoring this whole thing. And if you want to learn what the next theme is going to be and the link for it, you can let us know. I will put, you can send me an email, jxsong@comcast.net, and we'll put that in the credits. And then I can tell you what's happening next. And I'd love to see you again next week. And we're waving at the end of that song. Let's wave again to close out here. and say, wave high, and repeat, wave high, wave low, 'cause it's time, for us to go, Wave your fingers, wave your toes, wave your bottom, wave your nose, wave big, small like this, and the lips, blow a kiss, smooth it out and do it with me this time. Wave high, wave low, 'cause it's time for us to go. Wave your fingers, wave your toes, wave your bottom, wave your nose. Wave big, small like this, and lips, blow a kiss. Catch it this time, stick it right there. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you next time.